Seeing through different people's eyes, it has different meanings to everybody. Some may see it as a serious illness, whereas others may see it as something you can brush off and get on with. Some people may consider you to be weak or helpless, but however you see it, the sufferer needs help and understanding and should not be judged and labelled, as each person is an individual and may need a different form of help or treatment to the next person. Depression can have a devastating effect on family and friends, as the sufferer can withdraw and avoid interacting with anyone. When I was at my lowest point, I had lost my mother who passed away through emphysema. I lost my job and my mother-in-law emigrated to New Zealand. You would have thought that was a good thing, only joking. I got on very well with my in-laws. However, life happens to everybody at some point in time, but we can get through hard times and we can come out stronger. The important thing is to get help as soon as possible. Talk to your doctor, as you may need medication and or therapy such as counselling. When I first went to my doctor, he prescribed tablets and offered me counselling, which I accepted, and I would really recommend counselling. I found it really helpful. I know some days are better than others and that you usually don't get two the same. You must take advantage of the better days, especially when you're feeling a little stronger, and challenge yourself by exposing yourself to new things. Just remember to take small steps. I never went out much for 4 years. Even a trip to the shop would mean a day of stress and anxiety, followed by exhaustion and a day or two of recovery. I would have to mentally build myself up before venturing out into the outside world, and I always felt safer at home behind closed doors. But now, a few years later, I'm going to the gym, I'm walking the dogs, I'm participating in bike rides of up to 15 miles, and I would have never thought that that was even possible just a few years ago. I have even done my level 2 English and I'm trying to do my level 2 maths. Not bad considering I started at entry level for both maths and English. I went for stress management and anger management courses, 6 weeks of each, and I even went to women's confidence groups for another 6 weeks. All those things are achievable with the right help and support. You don't have to go it alone. There is help and support available to you, but I must stress it has to be you who makes the first move by asking for help. And you must keep in touch with the people who are supporting you and keep to your regular appointments. Understanding your depression and anxiety and how you feel when it happens, learning the trigger points, when and why it's happening are important. You need to exercise your mind to keep it healthy and challenge your thoughts by turning the negatives into positives. Acceptance is also very important, as you have an illness that can be treated but needs to be managed and kept under control. So understanding and acceptance plays a big part. I was referred to moving forwards by a mental health employment worker, and they helped me enormously. They encouraged me to have a go at using the computers, going on bike rides, and they even helped me to enrol at Newcastle College, where I'm currently doing a computer course. So guess what? There is support available out there for you too. You are not on your own. There are a lot of people who feel the same as you do, but it's important you help yourself by making the first move and asking for help you need. We all have the right to be happy, and it's our responsibility to make sure we are good to ourselves and stay true to ourselves. My 2 dogs, Amber and Jess, have also played a huge part in my recovery. I love dogs and I get great comfort from them. They give me so much joy. I love to go for long walks with them and I find it very relaxing. If you don't have a dog, you could walk with friends or a neighbour's dog. I also love listening to music. I find it can lift you up when you're feeling low. Gardening is also something I really enjoy. There are times when I feel I can't cope and I feel really down, but I glance back and think how far I've came, and that there was a time I wouldn't have believed I could have done any of these things, especially going back to school and then college. When I went to moving forwards and I started going on my bike rides, I didn't think I could still ride. I hadn't rode one since I was about 8 years old. I ended up doing 8 miles. I couldn't believe it. I'd done it. And you know what? I really enjoyed it. And I now try to go every week and I've built up from 8 miles to 15 miles. I feel proud of myself, and anything that makes you feel good about yourself is a positive move in the right direction. Depression, anxiety, stress, anger, all are connected in one way or another. And when you feel these, you end up going round and round in a vicious cycle. Feeling the effects of all these emotions, it can be very overwhelming. However, I've learned that by breaking the cycle and trying to form new habits, slowly these old feelings lose a grip on us. and new feelings which are more welcoming and accepting form a new positive cycle. So what have we got to lose? I would also like to add that it's very important that we who suffer depression show each other encouragement and support and lead by example. However, I have had lots of support and encouragement from family, including my son Jason, who wanted to add this about me. He said, "It is amazing to me when I think about how far my mum has come in just a few years. She was always a happy, confident and bubbly person, but depression got the better of her and she became almost unrecognisable for a long time. However, since she's made the steps to get help, I finally begin to see the funny and bubbly mother I always knew and loved return. But still has her dog days, but there are now a lot less of them, and I find it inspiring to see how strong she is and how far she has come from her lowest point to where she is now, on the road to recovery. I never thought my mum would be doing the things she is now, like going to the gym, riding a bike for miles, learning how to use computers and going back to school. Who said you can't teach an old dog new tricks? My mum will not be defeated."